And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be doing the level 74 role quest for Melee in Final Fantasy XIV. And as always, hello from Mithrie. So I'm having fun grinding Fates with Reaper, now at 74. And we're back in the Crystarium at 10:15, and we need to talk to Lurek. The quest is called Freedom from Privilege. Lurek is, as usual, quite pleased to see you again. There she is, Mithrie. Come to rejoin her bosom companion in the Great Hunt. It is well that you have, for I have obtained new information concerning a sighting of Andrea on Calusia. The fiend has transformed yet another deadly mark, a great bear in this instance, into an even deadlier eater. And so it falls to Rek and Mithrie to slay the newborn eater and continue their pursuit of Novran's most notorious virtue, to Calusia and to glory. Cool. Alright, so I need to go to Calusia. Thankfully it's right next to the teleport, so let's just go straight there. Alright. Okay, here he is. Let's talk to him. So, let us brook no further delay and commence our search, separately as before in our meringue. If you catch the eater first, I grant you leave to kill it without me. I trust you will not be disappointed if the reverse were to occur. Surely not, surely not. I myself will most put out if I happen to lose to you a second time. And so, on that note, may the best hunter win. I need to work on my breathing when I'm reading techniques. Alright, so we have to go a bit to the west. So, let's go. Okay, so we caught up with the battle destination. I've summoned my Chocobo. So let's survey. The purple glint means there's probably a fight. So you survey your surroundings but find no trace of the bear that you seek. Okay, so I need to now go a little bit to the north. So let's quickly go there. Okay, there. Let's see if we can not aggro these dodos. Never mind. Okay, so we quickly dealt with that dodo. So let's examine this destination. So, despite looking far and wide, you failed to find any trace of the bear you seek. Perhaps Lurek was indeed the bear hunter this day. Okay. So, let's go and speak to Lurek. Okay, so we caught up with him. Let's talk to him. So, hate to say it, Mithrie, but it seems we're late to the party. Landbrid and his maids slew the bear before we could. So it's true then. You've cast your lot in with the boy. You poor daft-sod. But I don't understand. The eater was a newborn. How could you possibly have learned of it and gotten here before we did? Well, see, that's the problem with relying on hired help. They're loyal to your coin, not you. And you're not the only one willing to open his purse. But more importantly, Reek, what's this I hear about you hunting Andrea? With help, I mean, rather than all by your lonesome. I have a distinct memory of you storming off in a half, saying that you didn't need me or anyone else to finish the job. Tell me I'm wrong. Do as you like, help or no. You've no chance of beating me to the prize, because unlike you, I'm not all talk. And neither are me mates. Speaking of mates, how much did it cost you to buy her friendship? Do tell. Ha 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 ha. Piss off. Why are you still here? You got your mark, didn't you? You should choose your friends more carefully, Sinner. When it all goes wrong, don't say I didn't warn you. You have questions, I am sure. As you may have surmised, Landbrid was once a comrade of mine. I took him into my service that we might hone our skills battling Sin Eaters in preparation for facing Andrea. However, I soon came to see that he was not all that capable of a hunter, and so I dissolved our working relationship. Unfortunately, he did not take it in stride, and instead resolved to recruit new companions that he might beat me at my own game. It would seem that his fortunes have improved greatly of late, so much so that I fear that we can no longer afford to dedicate time to tracking lesser eaters and must devote our undivided attention to the pursuit of Andrea. As such, we should be getting back to Crystarium, but before we depart, I have one other matter to attend to in Yulmore. If I might trouble you to accompany me? But of course you will. Let's be off. Okay. So, let's catch up with him in Yulmore. Okay, so we caught up with him in this club. So, Mithrie, allow me to introduce you to my father and mother. Father, this is my traveling companion and dear friend, Mithrie. She and I have resolved to hunt a particularly deadly Sin Eater. Indeed, I cannot overstate how terribly dangerous this eater is, that no pursuit it is to count death itself. However, when we at last triumph over the fiend, all of Novarant shall sing our praises. Would that be wonderful, Father? So long as you do not sully our good name, you are free to hunt whatever quarry you desire. I can do without all the petty details. So now then, how much do you require this time? Out with it. Oh, never mind. Just give the boy my coin purse, won't you? I am sure it will suffice for his trivial pursuits. That is why you are here, is it not? Another handout? Don't play coy. You've never been any good at it. I mean, hey, I wish my dad would finance everything I do. You know, I honestly don't know why I came here. Keep your coin, Father. We're leaving. Mithrie, right now. Alright, so let's catch up with them again back in the Crystarium. Okay, so we made it back to the Crystarium, so let's talk to him. So, forgive me, Mithrie, but I would forgo the wine on this occasion. Father's lackluster reception has put me in a rather dour spirits. As you may have gathered from our exchange, I am a free citizen of Yulmore. Owing to my parents' considerable wealth, I have enjoyed a relatively privileged upbringing. Privileged and unbearably boring, which is why I quit the city and resolved to become a bounty hunter. I am no fool, though. I am well aware of my fortunate circumstances, which is why I elected to conceal them from the people of the Crystarium. People are wont to jump to uncharitable conclusions. I feel as though you and I have established a rapport, though, so I thought it best to bring you into my confidence. I pray you refrain from telling others. Now then, since Landbird has decided to turn this into a race, we have no choice but to oblige him, and slay Andrea before he does. This calls for a veritable army of hired hands. Alas, in a fit of frustration, I refused Father's coin. Without additional resources, we have no choice but to conduct the search by ourselves. Moreover, I am rather embarrassed to admit that I can pay you only a token sum at this time, but I trust that that will not deter you from joining me anon. I was never in this for the guilt. Yeah, I don't need it. Really? I mean, of course you weren't. Perish the thought. Ah ha ha. Okay. So that's that quest done, and I can come back at level 76 and do the next one. So anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, and goodbye from Mithrie. Bye, guys.